Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Michael Payette. We're back for another video, and as you can see, I have my Rustler, my TRX4 here, and I'm not really going to be talking about RCs in general, more tools. So I have an Arrma Kraton V5 6S, and I had a bad crash. I landed pretty vertical on my wing, and I snapped my wing mount right off, and I sheared the bolts. I snapped them completely off. And if you have an Arrma, you know that the wing mount bolts go into the diff cover, diff case, whatever you want to call it, the bulkhead. And it was a pain to get off. And I didn't want to use a screw extractor set, even though that probably would have been the easiest way, but the heads were gone, like they were completely snapped. So my logic was, okay, let's take it apart, and let's just replace the part that the screws broke on, or the bolts broke on. So that's what I did. And I got everything off, super happy. I was rebuilding my diff, put it back together, went to my hobby shop, picked up all the parts, and I was reinstalling it. And I just kept stripping every bolt that I was trying to put on. Everything. This is the bit set I was using. It's not an RPM bit set, I just put a sticker on there. It's a benchmark. Lots of sizes, like 40 bucks. They're nice, small, compact. Even comes with a little ratchet, which I love to make everything so much easier. But I was stripping everything and I wasn't sure why. So I was doing research and people said, well, you're using low quality bits. And I said, well, wait, these aren't low quality. I paid like a lot of money for this. I went to my hobby shop, I explained, and they said, honestly, that's probably the problem. I said, well, can you guys fix my machine for me? It's causing me way too many headaches. Like, I had so many strip bolts. They're like, yeah, no problem, Michael. We'll do it for you. So I left all the parts with them, half taken apart, and they're working on that right now. And I'm sure it's causing them a pretty big headache because I stripped a lot of bolts. But they recommended MIP tools, and I read about these guys. On the forums it says, you know, this is the only tools you should be using on your RCs, especially expensive RCs that you love and you put a lot of time into. The last thing you want is to go get a new part, put it on, and you're stripping your bolts because you're using a shitty bit set when your RC costs like $1,000. So I bit the bullet. I picked up a 1.5, a 2 mil, and a 2.5 in a kit for $69.99, I think, Canadian. You can probably get them cheaper online, but I like supporting my hobby shop. I'm only ever going to buy RC parts from them unless they just can't get a hold of it. So that's what I did. And recently, I retightened everything on my TRX4, no problems. The Rustler had some damage from a previous accident. So I remounted my ESC, I put new battery post hold downs on, I fixed my camber links, my turnbuckles, and I even added new pinion gear, no strip bolts, no problem. And I was very impressed with the tool quality that MIP has. So basically what I'm saying is that if you're stripping your bolts, stop using these shitty bit sets, throw them away. They don't deserve you. And go pick up MIP screwdriver bits and bit set Allen keys, whatever you want to call them. Pick these guys up, they're worth it. If you're working on expensive RCs, the last thing you want to be doing is using cheap tools. And if you've experienced the frustration I have, you don't want to go through that. Bite the bullet, pay the money, get the good high quality tools. It's so worth it in the long run. So that's what I did. They're really nice. They even come with stickers and shrink wrap so you can put, you know, the size on there. The handle's nice, has little covers, and I haven't experienced any problems with them. If I do, I definitely will make a video. But I just wanted to throw that out there because if I was experiencing it, I'm sure some of you are. So I hope I helped and just taught you something. Just get rid of those shitty bit sets and go pay for the good ones. That's all I really have to say. I don't like using screw extractors, and I'm sure none of you like using them either. It's just a headache that could be easily avoided. You know, strip bolts will happen every once in a while, but you shouldn't be stripping every single bolt like I was. I found the root to my problem, which was just a shitty bit set, and I could literally, when I was tightening them, I could see the metal coming off the bolt slowly, slowly. And after taking things off 3 or 4 times, it adds up, and the next thing you know, it's just a circle, and then you try to use a screw extractor, but there's no head on the bolt, so just a big headache. And, you know, this solved my headache. No more migraines about RC bolts for me. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope I shed some light on a problem that you've experienced, because I've experienced it. And as always, I'm Michael Payette. You have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. I post every single day, RC videos, drone videos, videography videos, everything. It's my main channel. It's pretty much whatever I'm doing in my life. And if you guys want to see more, subscribe and hit that little bell notification because I post daily. Also check out my second channel, link will be in the description. Basically there I just post shorts of RCs and whatever I'm doing. So, I'm Michael Payette, you have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.